Welcome to Meadowbrook Memories Podcast. I am Jelly, otherwise known as Glaister Prince, and my co-host is Hitchcock, otherwise known as Alfred Henry. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore the stories behind the magic that was created at Meadowbrook. When over a span of 4 years, between 1982 and 1986, we saw the transformation of a small co-educational school with less than 1,200 students, 800 boys, 800 girls and 400 boys into a successful sports and scholastic champion, winning 7 major trophies, 3 Sunlight Cup, 2 Tapping Cup, 1 Walker Cup, and 1 Nutriment Shield. And to crown these achievements, Meadowbrook also produced 2 Rhodes Scholars, Cavell Creighton in 1987 and Andrea Wright in 1989, both graduates of Meadowbrook in 1983. In this podcast series, we'll be speaking to persons, both males and female, who were actively involved in this incredible journey, along with friends and staff at Meadowbrook, which inspired the environment which created this golden era. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Please give us as much support and encouragement as you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. Welcome and thanks for joining us. Alright, today is Sunday, February 5th, 2022, and this is podcast number 2 of Meadowbrook Memories. On the line, I am Jelly Prince. On the line, my co-host Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred, introduce yourself.
Hitchcock here.
Yeah, and we have a big surprise because afterwards on the line is a man who now I need an introduction, but I'm making him introduce himself. Go ahead, my brother.
This is Marston, aka Dutch Pot.
The official name, Garfield Marston.
Garfield Marston.
And it so happened that the 3 men up on the line, you know, Hitchcock, Jelly, and Marston captain the 80 Sunlight Cup team, the 82 Sunlight Cup team, and the 84 Sunlight Cup team. But
I let you remember that, eh?
yeah, that's why I'm telling you the thing from early, and as I say, it's so that the 3 skipper them up on the line for this podcast. This is podcast number 2, which is good. Because I say enough stories that I have to tell. I don't know enough of them, Marston, I tell you. So I just say, I hit the record and we'll just start that. Because one of the first questions I asked mine at last week, I'm going to make it a duty to ask a question. Did anybody who come up on the podcast so them can listen and remember? Did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you?
I chose Meadowbrook actually. Because as a little country youth up in Rockall Hills, never really know too much about the high school them. Yeah, I heard about the cases and the JCs, but then I lived about 5 minutes from Noel Curtis and Super and Robin, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, all of those names will be familiar to you guys because they came from Rockall and they came from Meadowbrook.
Yeah, man, Curtis and
so because them was the big thing around all the community and they went to Meadowbrook, it was kind of a given that a lot of the youngsters, them, at least in my age group who was doing contrast at that time, seeing those youth as Meadowbrook students who kind of wanted to go to Meadowbrook. So for me, it was either Meadowbrook or Calabar. Mm-hmm. So after common entrance results came out, it was Meadowbrook. So, you know.
I say you just so close to Curtis, because I am a good friend, you know, Noel, who was the captain for the 83 team.
83, yeah.
And me and Lyndon was good friend at 6th Farm. So I never even know that. I never even...
Yeah, man, I want to tell you, when I passed on entrance, Noel was, I think, in 2nd Farm, if I'm not mistaken, or 3rd Farm. And enough of Noel used textbooks and me buy, you know, when me there first farm to come Meadowbrook, you know.
Oh, really? And what year what year you start Meadowbrook?
78.
78, a year before mine at. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never knew that, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're like 5 minutes away from each other in terms of where we lived in the community. Yeah.
The young Curtis was the captain for the coast team, but he usually trained with our Sunlight team.
At a fancy attack.
Yeah, that's a Noel.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he was captain for the Colts team.
Yeah, when I captained the Sunlight team.
In 1980, yes. I come the captain the Colts team in 78, yeah. I'm fan to the captain in 79 and 80. Yeah, man. You have that right, Freddie. You have that right. Another legendary Meadowbrook man. The Curtis family, well known at Meadowbrook man, because
Yeah.
well known and well established, because the sister, the older one.
That's the rock hall squad.
Yeah. So Marston,
I want to tell you, enough greats of Meadowbrook come out of Rock Hall, because you have Raymond Robbins who play on the Water Cup team there. I have Tim and War. I have Tim and War.
Yes, another rock hall man, I know that too, right?
Yeah.
We have the Tar, Mikey Carr and Donovan Carr.
Yeah, they came from Red Hills, which was like about 3 miles or so south of us, you know, but enough greatness come out of the hills, man, trust me.
But today the podcast is about you, Marston, because when I think, when I say, why not send me Marston phone number, and him send me the number, and him I say, nah, man, Marston, and I say, nah, man, them name, me know the man as Garfield. And I say, go back and say, yeah, man, I see him, and I say, okay, now me get it. Because guess what? If I have to choose between Norman and Garfield, I'm going to play cricket. Without a doubt.
You're the Garfield.
So how you come to choose Garfield? Well, they ask you, me just assume. It's like me.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, from me register at basic school all the way through, I've been using Garfield because I never really liked the name Norman. Norman was like, okay, what I was called at home, but I wasn't really like it. So all through my school life, I was known as Garfield. And then immediately after I left school, I went back to using Norman. I have no idea why, but that's just how it work out.
Life work away to right, because mine.
But Beanie did the same thing in Jelly.
Yeah, I tell about that today too, yeah.
Beanie was Lloyd at Meadowbrook.
But I Wayne him name, not that him tell me today.
Yeah, Wayne, I've always known him as Wayne.
Yeah. And today I tell me that say when him go to school, the first time go Meadowbrook, remember this time, him last in the assembly hall and him look on him thing and say Lloyd. Him call him Lloyd Campbell. That's why I never call him Lloyd Campbell.
Yeah.
And then when him take common entrance, GC now, them bring birth certificate and they must say Wayne Campbell. I say, but a long time I tell them say Wayne Campbell, my name. So. Yo, when being there, tell me that to them, they don't laugh to it. So yeah. So Marston, the first time you walk on the Meadowbrook campus, I know, what was the first memory about the Meadowbrook?
Boy, this place was so big, so huge, you know. It was kind of intimidating. You know. Just the number of students coming from a little country school, so to speak, the number of students, you know. Yeah, and then there's some, what would I call back there, some big great tone man. You know, yeah, it really was an intimidating first day. I want to tell you, and then coming from Upper Rock Hall, I never usually go anywhere apart from school and home. So I want to tell you, the first day I come to school, you know, right, I took the bus and then I came off. I think it was at Price Right.
I just say that for come off, right?
Yeah, and then come up at school. Then school over now. Me don't know if I go home now. So me end up walk out of Purity. Not knowing anywhere. So instead I go cross road at Purity and take the bus to go back home. Me no Parade, so me take a bus go Parade. And take 33 from Parade, come no Parade to go back home.
At least you get a seat, Master. You get a seat, though.
You get a seat too. So about 2 days later now, I walk with a group of guys who come from up the hills now. I see them walk up Purity now and then cross the road and wait on the bus. I say, oh, some never have to go Parade the first day of school.
Because nobody not show you none of them things at all. Your mother and father not follow you and say, this is the bus everything. You take on your own.
And I like now when my youth them I go to school the first day of school, they're with them and all them things.
Exactly.
Yeah, but them time they're on your own.
Yeah.
We take us together out.
That must have been some experience you did.
Trust me, man, that was an experience the first day of school.
Yeah. So when you come at school, same day you say, when you come first, I mean, with a name like Garfield, you choose cricket or you just like
yeah, man.
afterwards?
I used to play cricket up in the hills there, because enough me and get them, because what we used to do, we used to make board bat, right? And we used to use tennis ball when we can get a tennis ball. But what we used to do, we like some family members and some friends and people just have grapefruit tree. And we used to pick out the young, hard, green grapefruit, them when them small like cricket ball. I use them play cricket. So I was a little bit familiar with the game before I actually came to Meadowbrook. No official bat and ball, but we used to make one a bat and use grapefruit or sponge ball, tennis ball. So I was a little bit familiar with the cricket, and I used to listen a lot of cricket. I used to stay up nights, at least when West Indies down in Australia. I was a man and I listen cricket. So yeah, I kind of had an idea what it was about.
You sound like me, my brother, because I listen West Indies cricket from the first one. I really remember 1975-76 tour when Roy Fredericks won 169 there in Stamps and Lily, a Perth, and I say, early morning, I listen to cricket and I say, oh, yeah, I know where you talk, know where you say, man.
Yeah, man.
But at the first, I hear a man, I say, he was grapefruit. Because we used to
man.
Yeah, go ahead, Freddie.
You see, with people in our country still, is either the grapefruit or the breadfruit.
Yeah, the breadfruit, I'm familiar with it now, but I never put the grapefruit. The breadfruit,
What?
Yeah, Master living in the country, though, because I'm read the country.
Yeah, I never really hear about the breadfruit. I'm figuring that too big, but when you get the grapefruit at the right size.
The smaller one, them, yeah. Yeah, me used to play no cricket for my road or Calbeck Avenue. When I had a ball, we make one bat, and one then we get a ball, and in the ball we find, man. Tennis ball, golf ball.
Milk box. Sometimes you use the milk box and make ball, stuff it and tie it up.
Yeah. So when you come to Meadowbrook, then you never know about no official bat or ball. When are the first?
No, sir.
So you never play football at all, or which sport was it?
No, it's funny. We never played no football at all at primary school. But when I came to Meadowbrook, they had a first form all-star team. And I remember
what the man them on that team? I know you remember, no?
Remember this guy used to name Chris Wellington in the cover Meadowbrook and leave and go Calabar. Then Kurt Campbell, who used to play centre for Manning Cup, he was on that first form all-stars team too.
Remember that you there?
Who else was on the first form all-star team? Norman Nair, I think, was on the first form all-star team. And Charlie Bopp was on the first form all-star team. I think this guy, Andrew Elliott, was on that first form all-star team. So I officially played 2 games of soccer for Meadowbrook. That first form all-star team. I think we played JC and we played Calabar.
Because it was the first form all-star we had first form all-star and a fourth form all-star. So usually with the school as a nearby, because the bus was a problem. We used to have Mr. Glaister bus.
To get to the match,
but the school never really want to provide the money for the bus. That was like practice game, so never really up to it. It was good though.
So that's your first year for Meadowbrook to Freddie at 78 to start?
No, 77 me start. It was my second year.
77, 78. Okay, I'm on it. You come in 78, 79. Okay. I got you. Yeah. So, when you come Meadowbrook now, you play football, and when you first get introduced to cricket, not introduced to cricket itself, but when you get familiar with the cricket thing at Meadowbrook, and I say, boy...
Interfarm. Can remember you used to have Interfarm, you know? And
yeah, man.
Even though formally I was never involved in any organized group before, me did have a little swing and a little pace as a little left arm pace, you know. So when we have Interfarm now, you know, and we start lick down some man stumps with a little left arm run up pace thingy. Then I think it was Mr. Owen was our PE teacher at the time. You know? So I don't know if he spoke to Mr. here about me or what, I'm not sure, but somehow we also had a first all-star cricket team. And I remember we went to Ulmas and probably a couple other games, and somebody was drafted into that first all-star team initially with like Eddie Pyle and what is the guy's name? Fidel.
Coleman.
I think he,
Fred Coleman.
Woodman or something. I think he left eventually and went to another school.
Yeah. We know, yeah.
So it's really through P, I got formal introduction in terms of bat with pad and gloves and actually start learning the rules of the game per se and
Yeah. And the Dread in charge of that team them is a year.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So your first introduction to the Dread. So what the first impression you get at the Dread now? Because we have to talk a whole about him now because films.
Boy, trust me. I have a story about him and trust me, it make a big difference in my life. But anyway, yeah, so really my first impression at the Dread was that the Dread was a disciplinarian.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't recall if I seen the Dread smile. He might have, but I don't recall seeing the Dread smile, Mm-hmm. But my first impression was this man knew the game of cricket,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knew the game of cricket.
Mm-hmm. So what the man them who play upon the cold steam and the sunlight team when you come to Meadowbrook, where you remember? And I say, right, one of them there, maybe you ever have visions and say one of them there, we don't gonna reach greatness or reach 82, 84, and 86. When you just come to Meadowbrook, did you have those visions?
So not really, like when I just came in terms of, I think to your point, I don't know, Fanso. I don't remember who was the Sunlight captain, but somehow I became familiar with Hitchcock.
Ronnie was a Sunlight captain that year.
Right. Ronnie, and then I think because we went to the final or the semi-final in 80, and I think this KC beat or something like that.
Yeah, KC beat. Yeah.
So that's the first time now I became aware of the big guns and the superstars on the Sunlight side.
Yeah.
So I used to go out now and watch them at Top Field on Concrete Strip. And then one of the things that interests me, I don't remember who was it that was bowling, if it's Cracking or somebody was bowling to a batsman. And almost every time Cracking bowled to the batsman, him get that inside edge and it fly down the leg side. And I was there thinking, good shot, not knowing that the batsman get beaten and Cracking and mash up the ball inside edge. Because every time, it's all along the ground and to fly down a fine leg side and I say, whether I can bat. Well, not being exposed, but then, then being around and watching like Ronnie was a stylist. Remember, Ronnie was a stylist when Ronnie a bat. And then this guy was an Austin. I went to name Hines him the name.
Oh, Dango? Yo.
Yeah.
Dango Hines, yeah.
They're born Hines in the name. Dango. Hold on. Go ahead with your memory of Dango.
Yeah, man.
Hines never bowled too much though.
No, Hines is a...
No, I think he bowled at the ball for half spin, but he was a bat too.
Yeah, man. He's the only man, little boy, not even little boy, because he's small, but a big man. He's the only man never say never afraid of Cracking, man. That lick. But go ahead. What do you remember about Dango?
He was a stylist.
Yeah, man. He was a bat and a juke him side and him done bat and
Yeah, man. He was a stylist.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then as I talk about the great Cracking, enough man afraid of Cracking.
Yeah, man. Hold on. You have Hitchcock might remember this, but Cracking up the Sunlight from first farm, From me going to 1974, Cracking up play Sunlight.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man.
Because when I came, Cracking was the most known school. I never really, outside of Meadowbrook, never really know much about the other people when I went there. But the first name them called is Cracking.
Yeah.
Because even when I captained the team, some people were wondering why Cracking don't captain the team instead of me.
And for Freddie, I could just call Cracking right name, Glenn Atkins, because a man I say, I own him Cracking again, and I say, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glenn Atkins, yep.
Yeah. What go ahead, Freddie?
Because I went Cracking play in my year. I was probably a cap bowler in a senior cup too. Cracking,
may I tell you, man?
Yeah,
if Cracking go a different school, man, the history with Cracking was a different, man. But
during the school time.
Yeah.
Because that's how, that's how them know. I made the books and me play cricket, because I never really know. So one even just go out and Cracking bowl to me and just defend. Never really lick him right. Him just a defend. And them say, "Boy, you can't play, man."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm defend team.
Yeah, so Marston, the first official.
And then Doug Brooks was another you little loves the doggy bat, you know, as a left hander.
Yo, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, man. No man never time the ball like him, man. No.
Trust me, the only man who club close to that was Chris Cheddar in terms of timing the ball.
Yeah, but don't get that more power in terms of saying lick the ball harder than Cheddar. Cheddar have more time in class.
Yeah.
But Dougie was brutal in terms of saying, yeah, you're right. Chris Cheddar at the time and just as good and afraid to say, man. Yeah. No, man, Dougie, them man there, Dougie. And cracking, and to a lesser extent, Diego, the man there play Sunlight from first time, man.
Don't forget Diego, the great Diego de la Vega.
Leonard Johnson, because call him the proper name. Yes,
Leonard Johnson.
Because him older brother did call Diego to, you know, we call him the original Diego. You never know him, the older.
But you know.
Yeah, I met his older brother actually after school.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I asked him how him get the name the other day, you know, and nobody explained to him but how the brother get the name first. I think the brother came from Diego. Something, but I don't remember. When we get him, we find out.
Yeah, you want to get Diego on the program, yeah. But the story of me here is that him brother, the original Diego, that I do older brother, I go to school with him in 6 with G them. And you're right, and some of the story me, them used to live, if I ever used to go to Diego, them used to live at Spanish Town somewhere.
Spanish Town, something like that.
They follow me, I said, and then Diego now. But when Diego, I just say, you're right, Marston, Diego, I play Sunlight maybe from first or second time, the man. I bowl a left arm spin, and because when I read Sunlight, not Sunlight, Colts final in 1977, enough man I know that.
At first, I know that.
Yo.
Yeah, the year before I came to play.
77 Marston, we reached Colts final and played Tivoli. And the day of the finals, Diego got dengue fever, and Diego was the top batsman for the year. You hear me I tell you? So we're going at the match without Diego, and we talk to Becky. Becky I say, yeah, but Cracky never listen to me. I tell him about me skip on. But Diego was well missed because Diego, you know Diego bat already. Diego now give him wicket, and Diego was the top batsman for the year, man. Diego does, you know. But you're right, enough man never know that, man. I was a part of that team. I was opening back to that team. They were playing Tivoli Garden, and in a sense, our first big final, and the fact that we never have Diego, we were override. And Tivoli bowled out for 40 yards and dig it off for 10 wickets. And as I said, no, we learn a lesson and we lick with chops and we come again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Come again.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is something that was in terms of the dynasty. The foundation was actually being laid from back then, from that Colts team from back then.
Yeah, man, definitely right. Because Bean was a part of the Colts team. Bean play upon the 1980 Sunlight team reached the semi-final. Yeah, you're right. Exactly right. I play upon a team there. Yeah, the dynasty, the ground the layman, because when Becky come in, you know, and start coach the team, you know, the Colts team, you know. And when I talk to Becky, you know, Becky, I remind me and I say, him never even want, it's not like him come there for coach the Colts team, because Becky was the chemistry teacher. Mm-hmm. But Mr. Top, I think he used to play for you. Becky used to play for you, the cricket team up.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah. I'm sat up. I asked him if he wanted the job. But Becky no different, you know. It's a Richard Dredd reinforced, you know. Becky pick man for merit. Because me Cheddar said this though. Cheddar can't verify this though. If it wasn't for Becky, man like me and Cheddar now get a chance to play. Because when Becky is coming and pick a man based on talent and performance and
not name.
No, exactly. Now you know come a train now, you can't bat better than a man. If you don't show up for the train, you're not getting a game. You follow me? I said to you, Becky. So you're right, the foundation is the layman, and you never know that, master, but enough man know that. 77 we play the Colts final, and a big thing that at the first time the school I reach the finals are waiting him there. You know? And enough of the man. But I didn't play for that team, the Diego, as I said to you, I knew him Wayne Fuller, him move and go a foreign after third farm, I think. Him never got fourth farm. Courtney Strudwick did up on a team there.
Sprinter Strudwick? That was a Strudwick cricketer.
Courtney, yeah. Courtney was the PS bowler on a team, the man. And
He played for Standards in the house competition with me.
Yeah. Sean Monroe. Remember, much of them younger brother, In the play, Money Cup. He
yeah.
was the keeper for the team, and I can't remember all of them on them name. I forgot to see the yearbook. If I see the yearbook, my friend promised to send the yearbook. When I see the yearbook, I just go through the name and just name them all. Because, yeah, man. So when you come now, with the captain, the cold team, 78. Because cracking captain is 77. When you come to school, me a captain of the cold team. And, you know, me barely make sunlight, master. Me barely make sunlight. Me never make sunlight. Maurice, what do I come to that? The story I know about me. You go and talk.
Yeah, but I say I'm certain because remember I say when me captain the Colts team in 84, yeah, when we win. I say, yeah, me barely I make sunlight too, because I fight for getting in the squad, but you know,
I mean,
I fight for get. Yeah, 82, sorry, not 82, yeah.
You're captain of the Colts team in 82. Yeah, me never remember that. Me know you're part of the Sunlight team, but you're captain of the Colts. So, you end up being captain for the Colts team, in terms of, say, why did Red pick you as captain then, in terms of...
The only thing I can think of, probably because I was a student at the game, I can tell you that much. Once I got hooked, I was a student at the game. And even at training, I would read books and come talk to her like Dirk and them and show them how to hold the ball or to try something different. Plus, I was the captain of my interfarm team too, you know. And then because, as I said, I was a student at the game, I read a lot of books and obviously there was no film and anything for me to watch at the time, but I would read a lot of books and had a deep knowledge, at least theoretical knowledge at the game in terms of even. But them time I get a book and them show you how you position the people which part is goalie, which part is this. So I had a lot of theoretical knowledge. And I guess somehow in the training and stuff like that kind of, I guess, shone through and the dread kind of seat, you know?
Well, yes,
some
like,
kind of, I guess.
In a sense, you sound like me and Hitchcock, because we had a whole heap of knowledge of the game coming into the game. You know? We weren't, say, the most attractive or the most stylish a cricketer, you know? But we didn't know the game. As I said, based on the information, we did just have a student at the game, master. I like where you put it. We're a student at the game. Because, Freddie?
I'm there, man.
Yeah, because I know, so I said you didn't know the game because they didn't impress with you when you just come on. That's why I'm just name, because you didn't know the game the same way, exactly. You just know the game. I'm not saying you're the best cricketer on the team, but you just know the game and the leadership they provide, yeah. Yeah, so when a cold team that they reach, what would you do? Yeah, go ahead, Freddie, sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying with the dread system. He used to recruit from early, you know, so like was probably in them on them. That's what I'm doing, you know. Cause for example, when him know me leave, him ask me what me think about somebody. I come up. So right away, me just point out somebody and that's how the dread work.
So that cold team, the mind that I 82 cold team now. Tell me about that cold team now. You're captain of the team and now and then you get a game pan.
The Sunlight,
team. And I go talk to you about one of them, that game that I never forget, the Calabar game, the Topping Cup semi-finals. But we'll come to that. But tell me about the cold team first.
Yeah, so that cold team now was end up pretty much being the basis of that 84 championship team because that cold team had Eddie Pyle, Matt Donald,
Devon,
Leon Cutshot Johnson, Dirk, Reese, myself. I think Itchberg would have been probably on mine. I could have been on that Coles team too. So Fierce, I think, was on that Coles team too, right?
Yeah.
So that Coles team really formed the nucleus of the 84 championship team. People like Mark Wigan and who I think was a part of that Coles team too.
So before we go forward with that, when the first Sunlight match you ever watch, I remember. What you remember most about the first Sunlight match you ever watch?
Honestly, I can't even remember the first Sunlight game I ever watched, to be honest. Can't remember the first Sunlight game I ever watched.
It's like you feel I watch all along, I watch Woolly Pop.
Yeah. It's like them all jumbled up in a one. I can't remember the first Sunlight game.
Alright,
but all I know, enough even after I don't watch Sunlight game, and I can't get a bus to go home. I have to walk halfway up there till the bus and kind of half empty before we get a bus to go home.
Yeah, and you not going to give up that. You not give up that at all to say you not give up your cricket. I call them then.
Nah, sir.
Cricket, yeah.
Love the cricket, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So how far that whole team that they reach? 82.
I think at that time, by that time, I'm not sure if they had. I think it was probably. I'm not sure they had the semi-final and final thing anymore. I think you probably just had like the zone winners go to the final or something like that.
I saw it was up to when 70. You win the zone and you go to the final. I don't know what I'm but yeah.
So I think we probably ended up second or third in our zone.
So let me ask you then, with the first Sunlight match you play, in terms of I said that you must remember that none necessarily they play upon with big money and your memories and who you play with and all them with there.
First Sunlight match we play, oh my God. I don't remember the first Sunlight match I played, but I can tell you some. I remember the Tapping Cup. Was it the Tapping Cup semi-final?
Against Calabar. Oh, you mean?
Against Calabar down a bottom field.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that match I remember because I, as a little youngster, know about 2 feet 3 tall. And Calabar had make some runs. It wasn't a lot of runs, but then we had struggled. And me coming at number 11, I think Timon was at the other end.
About 100 and something, man, and much runs make. But
it wasn't a lot of runs, yeah. And me come in and Timon at the other end. And my job was to really hold one end and make Timon do him thing. And we scratch and we scrape and we claw. I remember the Calabar had this left arm piece. Your name Jesse? Yeah, man, Calabar had a left arm piece in Jesse. Right? And I think that them had Pepe also at that time.
Pepe they play and
Smithy, that's what the guy did name.
Pepe, Smithy and Bobby Cameron.
Cameron.
And Cameron was the opening bat, I think, right? Yeah. And met the man scratch and crawl and come within probably about a run. I get in the victory. And I think Jesse drop one a little bit short for me and it keep low and me get lick in front and him give out leg before. About the day, see? So that particular match I remember. Yeah, man. Put on hell ball.
It wasn't a match when the man them try to thief you out, run out, and the referee, the umpire for reverse in the situation. When the man them block you, you remember?
Yes.
You remember?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was the same match, yes?
Hitchcock, you probably never had the match at the time. You remember it? Well, please.
No.
Yeah, man, a Marston and Tim and I come within, wait name there. I mean, I think I saw it out in a Marston.
Which year was that?
You see me with the Sunlight Cup, man.
No, you see, the thing is 82, I was at Michael.
So you know, I get a chance to come to know for the match. Yeah,
we captain, them time I captain Michael. I remember you came down there and played me a practice game.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so the man them Marston around a single and the Calabar man them block Marston from run the single, you know. And the umpire have reversed the decision, you know, because you remember when that Marston?
No, I don't remember exactly, but now they mention remember clearly them go for the single and it's like them come across the pitch. And pretty much close line, man. Under the guys have trying to field the ball.
You know, today's cricket, you know, they would penalize them 5 penalty runs.
Oh, really? If them try to do that?
Once you do that, any obstruction of play like that, it's 5 penalty runs to the batting team.
Oh, them change.
So they automatically win the game.
Oh, really? In that sort of tight, you never know that's the rule change now, Freddie, yeah? Yeah. Because you do the umpiring up so now still. Yeah.
So we just get umpire. The rules every year we get the rules change, but the right away Calabar they lose again.
Because it was a tight match of the year. It was a tight match, and then
so the 5-run penalty run they just give me there.
That was a hot victory, Marston, because that no, it like. Because we know so we could have win Tapping Cup the year or two, you know. And I said to the semi-final. And then they win the year after them beat me.
Yeah, I think of them they go and win Tapping Cup, you know.
Yeah. So alright, we can move on a little now, Freddie, because Marston, the 82 finals, we remember about the 82 finals and how that changed how you look on Meadowbrook and the cricket, because up to that time the Meadowbrook now win nothing, you know. It's just like, man, I take Meadowbrook for beating stick, and then tell me what happened in the 82 final. You were part of the squad.
No, I actually played the
You
final.
played at the Oh, yes. Yeah. All right, so first thing first then. When you get picking at the finals, how you feel for Sir Hearted? As a little schoolboy, they say, shorter than your age. How you feel for playing in the finals against...
You couldn't talk to me around school. Most big man on campus.
Yeah.
It was actually a great feeling to be part of something like that going into the final, you know?
And that's the difference between the Dread take charge of the team, you know, because before, all of them like you would not play at the finals, you know, but you get your game based on performance, you know, because the Dread say...
Yep.
And the Dread say, as Beanie remind me today, you know, Beanie say, the Dread describe someone and say, but a little bit, bowl a little bit, but brilliant in the field.
Yeah.
And so, the Dread look on you and I say, okay, you're going to make little runs. You have bowl a little bit if you need you, but guess what? In the field, you have to save a whole heap of runs in and save.
Yep. And now, honestly, getting into that Sunline team, I suspect most of it was my feeling.
Yeah. No, yeah. Hitchcock can't test this, man. They just pick him team.
Yeah.
Based on, but go ahead, most of the feel that, man. From Ian Chung them days and Richard Chung, Gary Sims. You if you remember Gary Sims.
Yeah, Gary Sims was brilliant in the gully, man.
Yeah, man. Exactly. You must save.
Because with me now, you know, the Dread, when me a captain team, I couldn't move from gully. Because if I move from gully, Dread, just Hitchcock, switch him head. I have to go back. Because I'm a specialist people. You have to remember, Jana wouldn't leave point.
That to me was the strength of the team, them. Our team, them, you know. 82. All right, from 80 come up, man. Yeah, the feeling. Yeah. So you remember about the finals, apart from the fact, say, at what point do I look on the scoreboard and I say, boy, we're going to win this, you know? At what point do I say, tell me your memory of the finals?
Boy. Honestly, it's all a blur. I don't remember nothing.
What's it?
I don't remember nothing about that 82 final.
Yeah. You just know so we win.
We just know so we win.
And it make a big difference because you say no, you end up on a big time championship team, yeah.
Of course, yeah. As a little youngster, yeah.
Yeah. That make you feel different than I say, Meadowbrook. And so when you beat up Calabar, when they beat you up in the Tapping Cup semi-final, and where I say, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But the joke was after the Calabar Bowl or so for 90 something.
No, that's at the 84 final.
No, that's at the 84 one, man.
84. Oh yeah, 84.
That nominates some issue for them. You know, Marston is captain for that team there. So I come to that Freddie because I remember that in terms of say how that team that the progress and all of it. But as I move on with Marston now, 82 win up, and I say you remember blurred because I didn't know say you win. You look on part of winning team.
Yeah, because I was really a major contributor per se, right?
Yeah.
I played some game, didn't play some game.
Yeah.
But all I know, so it was not, you know.
So who impressed you most on that team then in terms of say like batsman, bowler, and you look and I say, one of them there. Who impressed you most about that team there?
The Pig Star.
But forgive me, Anna, like Piggy Williams, the late.
Yeah, man. The late Lloyd Williams.
Yeah. The key.
Yeah, man. He loves to piggy bats.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then we had a skipper who was a great skipper bar none. Never looked very stylish when him back, looked like a grafter, but was very dependable when we needed runs. He would show up. You know?
Yeah, that.
And then I'm trying to remember.
Eddie
Pyle.
And Goose.
Goose was on that team too?
Yeah, man. Goose, the open bats make 40 at the final.
Goose was the open bat and the open bowler.
Yeah, man. Goose make 40 and I think he take 5 wickets in the match. I think 3. I think 5 wickets. Yeah, man. If I remember serving right. Yeah. Goose. And Goose wasn't even a known cricketer at the Dread turn.
Goose now a big centre half come to play Manning Cup.
Yeah, man. and go say a big time open batsman. Go Stanford Brown. I could get the man right name. Stanford Brown. Yeah, man. Piggy.
Yeah, man. But a Piggy was my favorite man. Guy could have beat the leather.
Yeah, man. Him never. No, that me love with Piggy. Him never fear no boy at all. Remember. And you might remember this Marston because I don't know.
Curtis Noel was on that team too.
Yeah, man, Noel Curtis. Yeah, integral part of that team. Him top scorer in the semi-final, and I think him second top scorer in the finals. But me and him put on a good partnership. But let me tell you, the match remember about a 82 year there. And you must remember this, man. We play Topping Cup, I think quarterfinals. It's before we play Calabar, Melbourne. Right? And we go to Melbourne and Walsh just get picked for. We play Excelsior during Melbourne. Walsh just get picked for Jamaica the same day. Or the same week. So Walter fire off all cylinder, you know. And Excelsior come down on the gloves. And they want to borrow the gloves. And I ask the trader, what do you think the trader going to say? Marston?
No.
So Walter vex. So Walter fire off a steam in Freddie. And I Piggy, may I tell you about Piggy and Curtis, you know, to the man.
Yes, I remember Curtis put on a square cut for Courtney Walsh there.
Yeah, yo, I remember, you know, Sims and Cheddar back in the pavilion at no time, you know. And when me go out there for bat, you know, the first two ball watch ball for me and I'm throat, you know, square leg me around going, you know. And when they who tell me, say, Devon McDonald, they beside the dread, on the sideline. And the dread, of course, said, Terry, stand up and bat.
Yeah, yes.
Yo, but it's when Piggy and Curtis come on back, they never fear Walsh, man. They never fear Walsh. And that me love with that team there, you know. There's a team. There's an all-round team in terms of say, well, all that team them, Marston. It was an all-round team.
And that has a lot to do with the dread, actually, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not just the talent, but the mentality.
Yeah.
The teams and what dread develop, you know?
Yeah. It was a team thing, man. It was a team thing more than say it's an individual, man. If a man feels him bigger than the team, actually, being here remind me, Hitchcock, you might remember this. 1 year, Diego and Kraken were playing on KT, Kingston Tech, Clantlarty, and Diego and Kraken got make a mistake. I start Stone Becky.
No, man. What you mean when they told him get suspended?
Yes, being here remind me. Yeah.
No, man. It was house match, man. No, man. Them get suspended because of the house match.
So what did happen? Because being here
the house match and them take on Becky for some reason or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So we have KT the following day. The following Saturday. And the dread come tell me, say, boy, they told him not to play. If they ever such a thing, just tell me, they told him not playing.
Yeah, man, that's the standard of the dread set, Marston.
And let me give her my story on that, because I'm sure you guys, I remember distinctly, I think it was 85, we go reach Tapping Cup final.
I don't remember that, Marston, but go ahead and get the detail.
So let me tell you what happened now. By that time now, what Dread was doing now is like, me with that captain the Sunlight team and Reese, kind of groom Reese now. That's another thing with Dread, he had vision, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly what they're talking about, Martin.
Reese now, for captain the 86 after me leave. So when they make Reese captain the Tapping Cup and me captain the Sunlight.
I say what I do it. I know that.
Yeah, man. So we reached Tapping Cup final 85 in Melbourne now. The day before the Tapping Cup final, you know, we had training at top field. And, you know, we had the far pass, so Dread stay whip and let the ball and you run and catch it. So Dread, that time, you know, me that kind of a goof off a little bit and Dread lick a ball, run around to catch it and drop it. So the Dread says, skipper. So because me drop it now, like me I said to Dread, so like my finger, something wrong with my finger.
Yeah.
So the Dread lick a next ball and say, you better catch this one. So of course, because me don't say me drop the first one because of my finger, me had to drop the second one because something wrong with my finger. So me drop the second one. And the next day, me sit down in the stands at Melbourne, on the bench, not playing. And I tell people all the while, years later, I'm to write the Dread a letter and say thank you because you know what that did for me? From that day forward, no one has ever had a problem with me and discipline. That was a bitter pill for swallow, but it vexed. Even some of the senior man, them like, some of you guys would leave after who had played before and left and was at the match was saying, how the dreadful drop Mars and blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you something. That taught me a life lesson that lives with me today, to this very day. And that was nothing more important than that I've ever that like learn out of Meadowbrook is when Dread dropped me for that tapping cup final at 85 for lack of discipline. Because that was really indiscipline as a skipper. I should have been setting better example for the other guys.
Yeah, man, but I make sure that man, and that's a lesson you can pass on to your children and your grandchildren. You can talk about that over and over and over.
I tell them all the time, trust me.
So before we go to the 85 now, Baba, talk about 84, because 83 now, were you a part of the team with Curtis?
Yeah, man, I was part of the team in 83.
And Cheddar the league and go hard in the year. So.
Then, yeah. That year we struggled. Cause I think that year them they kind of split up the thing where you have like 4 zone and you play a little bit of game and
then change them a little bit. Yes. So that year we struggled a little bit. You know, we never really did anything much 83. There are a couple of games, if I remember a game against Kingston Technical. Where Dread back me at number 3. Cause them give it Alco dog pitch. Pure dust. Anything nothing I get up more than 6 inches off of the ground. and pure grubber.
I remember batting 93 minutes for 3 runs, batting at number 3 in the game there.
Who happened? Who happened? KT?
KT, yeah. We just couldn't get the ball off the square because of the pitch. And then beat you badly. So 83 was nothing to write home about. That's the only thing I remember from 83, to be honest. That Curtis was a captain, and you know I was not a full-fledged member playing consistently at that.
I remember that. So 84 now, when you're captain now, when you're appointed captain, did that surprise you or yes, sir?
Not really, no, because I was captain of the coach team from 82 with the same bunch of youngsters them. So, you know, to me then that was like natural progression. So, no, I was really surprised, to be honest.
So tell me a little bit about that season then, in terms of say, what the players them will play on the team and what stand out where you remember and the match you remember and at what point in the series you know you figure say, wait, we're back in the finals. Like at what point you say we can reach the final again? Or that come to your mind?
Honestly, from day one, based on the talent that we had, I knew we would go far. Because in that team now, you had Chris had come back by then, right? From Arden.
That boosted the team big time,
Of course. Yeah, we had Chris coming back from Arden. Then we had Eddie Pyle. That time we had Upton Burke, who now was a fearsome fast bowler in his own right.
I remember started as a fast bowler, yes.
Yeah. Right? I think he started as some leg spinner or whatever.
Leg spinner of that ball, man,
Yeah. And then we had Upton Burke.
It was to bat more too.
What was that, Mitch?
Yeah, you was the bat more, like you know more. Yeah, you're right, Freddie. Itchenberg would have been a batsman before become.
Yeah.
You're right, Freddie. Yeah,
man. I think he used to open the batting now. I remember that white Green Nichols, when Itchy lick a ball with that white Green Nichols, the scoop that the ball still lick. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so go ahead, well, step on that team, you know.
Yeah, so mine that was on that team, Devon Scarborough McDonald, Dirk Doa, Reese. We then had Ibangs had come in from Melbourne. Dread had brought him in. Yeah, Dread had brought him in. Yeah, I think that would have been his first year.
Yeah.
Right? Dread, yeah, so then you had Curtin Ibangs, that's a big Ibangs.
Yeah, man, we know you had that, Curtin.
Then you had Stacey, you had Minot, and then you had TC, Michael TC all on that.
Yeah, TC on that team there, yes, and they're on 80 quarter, yes.
Yeah. And then you had this other pace bowler, Paul Brown. You used to call him Great now.
Roden was on the team, Roden.
Yeah, Graham Roden.
Yeah.
Was Roden on the 84 team?
No, Roden never left on the... I don't think so.
I think Roden left 83. I think Roden was on the 83.
Curtis, Roden even the 83 team, Freddie.
Yeah.
So which Brown that? No, not P. Brown. Another legendary P. Brown you're talking about.
We had two P. Brown actually. We had Paul Brown. We had Paul Brown, the spinner who went into the army. He was in that squad, but he never get a lot of playing time. P. Brown Brown I thought about was a pastor son from up at Avondale. He was a fast bowler.
Yeah, man. Kind of brown, old man lookish.
Yeah, exactly. When Dredd get him, if him run up straight, him couldn't bowl a straight ball, and Dredd have my run from mid-off.
And I'm making up a newspaper.
For start out him action, yeah. So every time people run a ball, he would run from mid-off, because if him run straight up, him can't find the pitch.
Yeah, remember, I know what you're talking, man.
Yeah.
You forget right? You then, yeah. But that,
so that was
that squad. That squad, man, Marston, that Sunday was a very talented squad.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
So from day one, you say, we can repeat this, we do this already, we can do this again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then we had people in that squad who was a part of the 82 squad, so they understood what was required for success. I remember, so Reese was in that 82 squad too.
Was a part of the 82 squad.
I think Matt Donald was a part of the 82 squad too.
Matt played some game, man. And Christopher Cheddar was for Eddie Pyle. Eddie Pyle, yeah. Come on from 82, did dip on that team for true. You're right.
Yep.
And then come in with the youngster, them like you and Dirk and Facey and Minot. It was a good blend. Experience.
Yeah. But was on the 82 team to come and play at the final.
Yeah,
so,
I remember that. Minor.
Yeah. So we had the experience and we knew what was required.
For win. Yeah. So
in terms of application.
So the trade ever look on until they say we need to win again or under second.
No.
It's just a figure.
Never.
Yeah.
No, I'm never really put no pressure as per se that we have to win again. But to me, just based on performance throughout the season, I think we were probably the best team. KC had a decent team to also, because they had Dempster and Gary Neal, Darren Dixon, and some of those guys who went and later to play for Jamaica and thing, So they had a decent team too.
So, all right. But, let me ask you a question. At what point in the season now, which was the toughest match of the season?
I think there are two games that came to mind, and one was at Bottomfield against Tivoli when they had this boy named Lenga kick up a stink in a Sunlight Cup.
Yeah. And I want the toughest school that to beat in any competition,
Yeah, man. And then you had this boy Greenwood who used to play Manning Cup and call him Kojo.
And he used to open, yes.
And he used to open the batting, and then you used to have Pink and Style. What that one is Style there or something like that.
Yeah.
So Pink, yeah. So Tivoli team. Huh?
Look at Richard play. Richard didn't play. Roger Creed.
Well, I don't know if him to play honestly, because I know him as a footballer, I don't know him as a cricketer. But I know say Styler when him used to play Manning Cup too. And Kojo used to play Manning Cup. So it's like a lot of crossover who used to play Manning Cup to Tivoli play Sunlight.
Just like we are Meadowbrook, yeah. We put Manning Cup on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that Tivoli team was a tough team. I remember we played at Bottomfield and Lenga kick up a stink. And I think the game there, because one thing with me, I wasn't a big shot player per se, but me never really like the spin. I can't tell you that. But the pace bowler, I get behind a pace bowler all day, no matter where I come with.
Yeah, line him up and say, hold on.
Yeah, so Dredd promote for batter number 3 in the game there. And I go out there, I'm blunt length for the whole afternoon. I think he made about 66 a game there. He couldn't get past the bat. Right? And eventually, we never win the game. But after that performance against that team, we figure, say, you know what? Even though at the beginning, you're always confident that this team good enough. But sometimes when you play the easy teams, you don't really see, you have to dig deep, so to speak. But when we dig out and draw out of the game,
no, it's funny you mentioned Tivoli, because at the same way I feel about the 82 team, That was the toughest match we play. We played Tivoli Garden. Same way down at Bottomfield. And I think we make 106 or something like that, And Tivoli now I can beat them so easy, man. I want the toughest team to beat, man. I don't know.
Yep.
And maybe as the political overtones in the 1970 where they might defend a certain thing and they might defend them life,
Yep.
And I don't have to feel Freddie. In front of me, I said to you, so it's like
I usually love play them myself.
Eh?
I don't know. I usually love play too.
Don't usually play them. Yeah. But yeah.
And they treat me the best out of all the teams.
Yeah, man, you got the best food player in the garden go play, man. The best food
Yeah, man,
you get, man. Yeah, man.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yep. That's so true.
You get the best food you go play, man. But
Come on, God, that's the only team will get a choice. If you eat meat, you get meat. If you eat vegetable, you get vegetable. And the feel good when you go down. I don't know because of the politics thing or what.
Yeah. And the feeling they cross the road pan when the Maple Cemetery side there into that over where the school. You know the school is on the Maple Cemetery side too. Yeah. But remember the match in minor because not your one remember our 82 team, you know. And Tivoli after we beat Tivoli, we win the match by about 10 or 15 runs. And after we win the match, in my mind, you know, I said, yeah, man. Okay, I did it. But go ahead, you go ahead. Which other match? You say too much, son. Which other match?
Yeah, and then now, we got Casey in the semi-final.
Casey will beat up, yes.
Yeah, and I think we make 120 something against Casey.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey cruise 90 something for a little bit.
And which part of the match play? Kensington or Nelson Oval?
I think I Kensington.
Yeah, most of the semi-final, Kensington.
Yeah, might have been Kensington or Nelson. One or two, I remember when.
Yeah.
But anyway, take the ball and throw the ball against Scabba McDonald.
Devon,
yeah, and throw the ball against Devon McDonald. And about 3 over the game done. when Devon bowl one of the KC man, he said, Lord, a pick face to pick the bill. Can't believe, you know. That's why Devon dropped the ball outside the half stump. I was about the ball turn and lick down his stumps. Him say, him tell the turn umpire, said, Lord, we can't believe this. I pick the keeper, pick the bill. And that was my memory out of that. And in about 3-4 over, Devon wrap up that match.
Because Devon a ball can fast off spinning now, yes.
Yeah, and it turned big.
Yeah, man, remember.
And during that 84 season to the Dirk, with them leg spinners, was a big because Dirk could have turned it 2 ways. Dirk could have turned it 2 ways. So he used to fluster all the batsman, them don't know which way I go.
Tricky, yeah.
And then he always flight, so it always up on the eye line, you know. Come if you can, get there if you can, and if you can't get there, you're in trouble. Yeah. Man, but that team was a total all-round team.
Yeah, man, a team thing completely. Man.
Yeah.
Team.
I remember though, you know, one day at Battlefield they train, you know. I'm not trying to remember if Eddie Pyle or somebody had the problem. I know one. I think they asked them to do something and they never want to do it. So of course, you know me pull out the dread was up there. I train.
You pull out a dread card on them and I say, okay.
No, pull out the stump and I sit down in the middle of the pitch and say, not training until you do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, man, the dread I don't do.
Yeah, man, pull out the stump and sit down in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
And so not training done until you, because, you know, I tell them something if you don't want to do it. Not because Mr. Here, not here. All right, training done. So that was one of my memories of actual training. And then now we go finals against Calabar.
Tell me the details about the final. I mean, I'm on the road hustle. And I know say we make 100 a day. And I say, Calabar up on 90 for 2 hours, something like that.
Calabar was like 94 for 4 overnight.
Yeah, and I said, this one done. How much am I to make my son? How much runs I need to make for win?
More 600, 7 runs.
7 runs to win, and then 94 for 4.
Yeah, 94 for 4. Because I mean, 101, right?
Before I go there, only enough to make 100. What did that? The pitch it wet, or what did that only just make 100?
Just never bat properly.
Just bad batting.
You didn't have
bad batting.
Yeah, watch the match, man. I was inside the change room.
So you remember how them batting? What caused that?
What I remember most for that match was when Calabar Bolo made go for the low score. The judge said, listen, can't defend 100 runs, you know.
We say we can't.
We cannot defend 100 runs, you know. So you what? We attack. And even if Master remember, nobody outside the circle, you know. So when Calabar and put everybody close to the bat now, they start running up and down in the stand. I said, boy, I made the book commit suicide. Let me tell you, man, when the game...
See, that's another perspective I never hear, because you see, you up on the stands, at least you heard that, right?
Yeah, come, you going to change room when...
So the man, you know, when Calabar wants 6 runs to win Friday, and you say, the judge decides, say, okay, we never know that either. You never know that either, Marston.
Everybody under the bat. I think the only person was out was the pointer sweep.
And the mid-off was not too deep. The mid-off was a little bit.
Everybody up. Everybody was up. Don't say, boy, let's come to get up.
And then history unfolded. That's
put back everybody can get singles and do it.
Singles easy,
Yeah. Repeat that, Freddie. They kind of fade well. Repeat that.
Oh, so that the dreaded that if you push them back, then them going to push you and get singles and win. So I'm going to just pressure them and push everybody up inside the circle and do it from there. And it work.
So, Marston, what instructions you get when you come out now and I say 94 for 4 and what instruction did they tell you?
Attack.
Same way Hitchcock.
Yeah.
So it's like you have 4 sips and a goalie, everybody on the bat.
Everybody on the bat, yeah.
Yeah. So,
everybody on the bat.
So we are taking.
He pushed back one. I think, who was it? Who used to feel that point? It was Jano? Who was it?
I think Jano used to be at point.
It was Jano, man. I tell Jano was the only one who sweep, just in case it be the infielder them. Jano was there like a sweeper. And everybody, I think one time he have like a 7-2 field. Hey, Marston?
So
remind me, I think it was a 7-2. Because the thing is, when we go back out the second day then, the second day in the morning, most people never ever come.
No,
a lot of people never show up, yeah.
Because I think the match over, you know. This is the scoreboard, I think the match over, Marston. I think they right, it get way. We make 100, we can't win. That's how I look on that thing. But tell me what the man now, Marston, from your perspective. Tell me what the man now.
Honestly, I don't remember in terms of who. I think McDonald again was crucial.
So what the two goals that I use? Because me just say if you have an attack, if me know the dread now getting a fast ball at the ball because the fast bowler might make a mistake and fling it down the leg side.
One wide, yeah.
Yeah, so what we use? What two goal I use?
I know McDonald did a bit of bowling and probably Dirk. I think Eddie a few overs.
Sure, Dirk bowl that did morning too, Dirk.
Yeah, man. That's why I said Dirk and McDonald. I think were the chief architect that morning.
So remember, as far as you remember now, out and full now, when them lose them first wicket, Calabar start panic or at what point do I say, but I win this pan them again, you know?
I don't think they would have panicked after the first. But I think probably when they lost probably about 3 wickets for about 2 runs. I think that's when the panic set in.
After him, yeah. So who did the last wicket now? Who wrap it up for you?
I don't even remember who wrapped it up, to be honest.
I don't remember either. I think it was McDonald come back, but I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, McDonald was a clean-up bowler, with that. I just said, you with McDonald now, remember most about him, You give him the ball, he's going to just drop it on spot, Accurate.
Yeah, very, very, yep.
Accurate and...
McDonald, yeah, and if you miss a hit, that was McDonald.
Yeah, man, a fast half
very
spin.
accurate.
It's a fast half spin, man.
And quick through the air.
Yeah. I remember him, man. I remember that. So when you pick them pocket, that victory is sweeter than you to do victory. Because Rory, I'm going to talk about that all over and I say it's like Calabar have the cup, and I won, and I will just grab it out of them, man.
Yeah, but the morning, according to rumors, Calabar show up with champagne the morning, you know. According to rumors, I don't know how true that is, but I used a Calabar turn up at Savannah Park with champagne in the morning.
That's what I sound like them. That's what I sound like them because I don't think it was preordained and them done when already.
Yeah.
I say, yeah.
But it seems like them that drink some of the champagne before they reach Savannah.
Yeah, they must celebrate before. So, after the win now, what the Dread said soon after the win? Because I want to know what the Dread reaction after the win. So.
Boy, that's such a long time ago. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what the Dread said because it was pandemonium, so to speak.
Because that on a pull Victor out of the jaws at the feet with that one.
Yeah, it was snatch a picture out of the jaws at the feet. Yeah, it was pandemonium. I don't remember what the Dread said.
That was another memorable victory.
That was good. Because when I go to school the next morning to celebrate and thing.
Them time they teach at Meadowbrook.
Yeah, by the time I go now to go to the staff room. And get myself together for go celebrate with the boy then. They're going to call me and tell me they need to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when me go to him, he ask me, me there sunlight match and I have class to teach. That's not intelligent enough. Just intelligent I'm intelligent because I can't be the assistant coach with the team per se, because I was a coach, so I'm here as the,
assistant coach, yeah.
And I teach me the ropes now to step up.
Yeah.
Me say me can't go, me shouldn't go match. I need to have a class. Some of us Dread gonna deal with it. So when Dread gonna deal with it now, everybody come back and every teacher come back now and quarrel with me. Them couldn't quarrel with Dread.
Yeah.
That's the kind of power the Dread have,
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Deal with everything for me.
Spanner didn't love the Dread,
I know.
How you mean, man?
Yo, well, our master, know this, but one of the biggest secrets of man, is how much Spanner love Hitchcock, because Hitchcock can't tell you that, because Spanner have Hitchcock like our son enough. Master, they know Hitchcock's story, Spanner have Hitchcock like our son enough. I never know that until me talk to Hitchcock before. Yeah, go ahead, Freddie.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because like Spanner love the cricket. I mean, was one of Spanner favorite too,
Yeah.
Like, I was one of Spanner's favorite.
The thing is, Spanner
I know Spanner, I tell the boy much of them, why can't you be like Marston? I bet Spanner never knows the most little troublemaker,
Yeah. You remember when after win the match, I'm going to come up and say, play up and play the game, man.
Play the game, yep.
The thing is, I love the sport, but the thing is now, the other staff members, none of them never really like the sports people. So Spanner cannot do it underneath, undercover. I should have come down and meet me out of the gate, when I come in, because I used to come walk, because I used to walk from school. And should have called me one side, and tell me a thing and two, don't do this or do this, because they might watch or they might look or whatever. They might should have a sportsman.
And to me, the fact that we have Spanner as principal during them time, then I'm Marston and Freddie, were a long way in terms of say why we were successful. That's my opinion, because Spanner did love Meadowbrook, just like how we, the Trailway, love Meadowbrook. Spanner to me was the epitome of Meadowbrook, in terms of say, Spanner look on you, she was a small school. I have to thank Luke with
Spanner, as I said, she bleed blue and green.
Yeah, why you got Spanner?
you remember she get the principalship, Jelly? You remember what she said in the assembly?
What she say?
When she get the assembly, because she was being sat up for long, and then they make her be acting principal for a while. And so, how long I'm waiting to sit in this chair? When I say how long I'm waiting to sit in this chair, so still in our principal chair,
Hey,
that was it.
Long Spanner at the school, Because Spanner used to teach. My Spanner used to teach my sister and a master. My sister got married in 1960s, 1960.
Wow.
My sister got married, I think, from 1966, because she graduated 72 before me start. And she had to tell me, well, she now got her Spanner, she said, Mr. McLennan. I said, the girl, she looked at the girl and I say, what are you doing here at school? It's like, our little boy. I say, you're just there sitting doing nothing. You don't come to Meadowbrook to be a furniture. You have to be something. You have to do. You can't sit and do nothing at all. It's like she expect everybody to participate, and it work out in a way because we were such a small school, you know. And a local send me the correction in terms of the amount of students we had. And I never know this until this morning him send me. We had less than 1,200 students. And how much girl do you think Marston compared to boys? Let's make a guess.
700 and something girls and 400 and boys.
Close. 800 to 400. So you think about that, you know. A school of less than 500 boys, you know. And we dominate the cricket at the... I mean, I was to repeat this. At the time when West Indies cricket was at its zenith. You may say to you? And it's like enough, man. It's like you play both sport and all them things. I may say, yeah. But Spanner, I just say no, Spanner, it wasn't about us. Spanner was about our own education, you know. Not about us say, oh, you have to come to school and take this and that. You know. Spanner is a complete person, Spanner build, man. It's a complete person. Build. Yeah. So, me remember that, man. I have a respect and I regard. And long after me, I think I said, right, she was probably the foundation, but Spanner was Meadowbrook, man. If you want somebody who define as Meadowbrook per se, I'm going to give her official name, Miss CLC McLennan, because we're going to have an official name that I go with upon this, because who's Spanner, yeah. A principal there from the longest while, where, you know, it was an integral part of that. So Marston, yeah, go ahead, Freddie. So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Marston, after we win 8-4, then I want to know, come talk to mine at the last time. You know, I want 2 tapping cup win, you know. I had no idea. When was the first time I went tapping cup?
I guess it would have been 85, right? I think that would have been 85.
Okay. And then we win again in 86 or 87?
No, we win something like 86. I think at 87 we win tapping cup again. Okay. Mine until we would have to confirm it. I never
know that. But yeah, go ahead now. So talk to me now. We win Sunlight in 84 with a good all-round team. We snatch a cup out of Calabar and then 85 now. So the tapping cup finals in 85, that's what the team now, the dread discipline, I never played in the finals.
Yeah, sit up on the stands in Melbourne, watch the game.
So, all that thing, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
But the thing is, you know, it's better you learn those lessons in life early, when you can correct your ways.
Yeah.
You learn them late in life when it's too late to correct your ways. So, yeah.
No, man, why did you tell you, say, yo, no cure bigger thing in a superstar in a life, you know. Life, you just throw you some things, you know. Don't take it for jokes, so yeah.
Yeah, without discipline, you ain't going anywhere.
No, you're not going nowhere at all.
Yeah.
No, going nowhere at all. So give me the run up then to the 85 team. You're still a captain of the Sunlight team and Reese a captain of the Cup team. So how come we never repeat in 85? What slowed down in 85? The team changed, Cheddar did gone.
No, we get beaten at the semi-finals at 85, Calabar. And we play Calabar at the semi-final 85 down I think at Nelson Oval who they play Calabar. I can't think. I want to remember. And we have Calabar. I struggled pretty much for about 90 something for about 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. I look at my name Washington who used to play Manning Cup.
Mm-hmm. Remember man. But left handed.
Indian Washington?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never know Washington about cricket. Washington must have met about 90 something. And Calabar not make 220 something.
Mm-hmm. That hard to look off at them time.
Yeah, and you know that in itself, anything over 200 schoolboy cricket is a mental challenge.
Well, my mental
and then
if you make 200 dollars. Yes. Yeah.
And then me and Cheddar got together, and before we could get going, we get run out. Mm-hmm. Cheddar said me run myself out, but we should have known better because Cheddar no run quick single.
Wait, so you can't run quick single like me.
Exactly. So play the ball. I must have 1 or 2 to make. Play the ball at the covers and call for a quick single. And Cheddar stand up and look at your face.
Two and a stand up and look at each other, yeah. But he might look at you, two and the same wicket, yeah. Yeah.
I think we got make about 160 something, and I saw we lose. But we should have the win. We should have got 85 to be honest.
But hold on. Forget about the important match, because to me, one of the most important match, underreported, was the Sparling Cup Finals of 1984.
Oh.
Tell me about that match, because to me, that's a memorable match where I not about details on at all, because States are big team, the Jamaica team, and I play.
Yeah, man. States are the big, the Jamaica youth team at that time, because they had Larry Cunningham, they had Wayne Billings, they had, what the big place name again?
Myrie.
Meikle.
Dwight Meikle, yes.
Dwight Meikle, yeah, man. They had Roger Roy, I think, who they used to play, yeah. The States are the big team.
What match they play? Bina Park.
Sabina Park play.
Bina, okay, yeah. So tell me about that match. I can't remember that match good at all. Tell me what happened so.
Again, we never met no word first. Met 120 something. And we have States a struggle about 90 something for 8 or something like that.
Even more than Calabar.
Yeah, we have States a struggle 90 something for 8. And the turning point of that game was, I try to remember if I'm mine that. Them lost a little cash down to Midan. I think mine that was at Midan. I hope me not tell a lie on him. And him put down that catch. Not saying that if we get that 90 wicket we would win, but the chances are them recovering from 90 something for 9 to get the 120 something was a lot less likely. And from that catch go down, we never get another chance, and then end up beat, I think, by 2 wickets or something like that.
So wasn't that much?
The same match, Master. Wasn't that the match with Dirk? But in the last one for run out the man.
Oh, that's true. That means them did lose. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true, itchy. Yes. That is so true.
And the ball go just about short mid wicket. And the States, 2 States batsmen them take off for a single. And then one turn back. And 2 of them down at the batting end, And the ball throw back to Dirk. And I think from far. And Dirk can reach over.
Yeah.
And Dirk reach over and foul the wicket.
Yes, that's true. That is so true. That's true. You remember better that man,
my boy from the northern end.
Yeah.
And me Mama say, yes, forget up now, so we win the match, Dirk foul the wicket.
That's true.
Just pull up the stump. But you never think.
It's not think, because he just grab out the stump.
No, Dirk know, him know, say that for him just never think, because the ball come back to him, it come back, and just reach over, grab it, the ball drop, and my just pick up the ball and pull up the stump.
So when do instead?
If I look for the stump, I have the ball in hand and I eventually pick up the ball. But he never pick up, pull up the stump. You never know, like him just freeze. And the man come right back into the crease.
Aye, and come win the match after that, right?
Win the match after that.
Yeah, so you never remember Marston?
No, I'm never. That's why good we have somebody who on the outside looking in. Because some of them details, and I still remember some of them details. I never remember now that Dirk fall the stuff to show.
That's
why I'm glad we have them conversation, because enough of them details, man, I got fill it in and remember more things than.
But the thing is, Dirk was so upset with himself till I didn't even tell him to him, So I went to him now. I didn't know one.
You can't even know, I think him even want to talk about it and. Because them time nobody not give a chance against Sets, because Sets a big team.
Sets was a big team. Sets had at least 8 people out of that team that was playing for Jamaica.
Youth team. Yeah. So did you go in that match thinking say you can win and beat up them boy?
Yeah, because I mean the game you go into the game, yes, knowing that this team have a big reputation, but then based on how we had performed the year before and our performance up to the semi-final when we lost to Calabar, we figured we had a chance. Because almost every time we play the big side, or the side with the big players around Kingston. Remember when Jimmy Adams, almost every game, Jimmy Adams, I make 100 in a sunlight. And every time he run against Eddie Pyle, he can't make the run against Eddie Pyle knock him over.
Eddie have him ticket, yeah.
Eddie have him ticket.
Yeah.
So that's how it was.
We Eddie afraid up until this day, you know, because, I sent on him number to Eddie recently. Because, remember I said Eddie have him.
Yeah, man.
It's where Jimmy end up captain West Indies team.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get to Eddie ball off of the square.
No stats. Don't know that another big bats. When the name again?
Who?
Don't know that another big bats.
Play for Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Remember play for Jamaica too, man. Yeah. Can't remember the name, man. Yeah, man. Them have a big bats. They play for Jamaica. And no matter how them are big bats, how much runs them make, a lot of them never really ever get off against us. So we figured, you know what? Because we considered at the time we had two of the best spinners in the island, Dirk and McDonald. So we figured we could have contained any batting lineup. So while we were not overconfident, we figured we had a good chance.
Yeah.
And the fact that we bowled them out, you know, or almost bowled them out for less than 120 something, just prove that, you know, our 100, I don't remember the exact score, but it was a lot over 100.
Yeah.
Go back to that Jimmy thing now, Marston. You see, one thing with the dread, you know, him study everybody who play against one time, play against the second time. So what happened with Jimmy now? Jimmy, when you bowl Jimmy Pod, him don't have him flick. And the dread spot that long time. So when the dread set him up and keep bowling there. And, you know, it's when me and start coach Jimmy. Me tell Jimmy what we used to do, you know. And from me go JC, Jimmy can play hand drive. Couldn't hand drive. And me show him how to play.
They always go between bat and flick. They always bowl between bat and bat.
You can't try flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the dread work him out, and then I guess we usually bowl to him.
Yeah.
And when you go JC and I coach him, I tell him, say, you know, how we used to get you when you play. And I can't run at the tennis court. It's a rubber ball. I start throwing them in the pod and say, hand drive. And I saw Jimmy get the hand drive. So again, see that it made a book. Help Jimmy from the West Indies. I'm telling them, I'm JC, and they don't believe me.
You correct the flaw in and batting. Because,
and it comes from the book.
Yeah.
And the thing with the dread, because even with Courtney Walsh, people don't know that it's the dread who encouraged Courtney Walsh to bowl pace.
Because was a leg spinner. Not fun and all.
Yeah. When I play against him, it was a leg spinner, and the dread tell him that anybody who bowl leg spin can bowl pace. And him open the bowling against Camperdown a couple of games after, and get 10 wickets.
Never know that.
Yeah. So we lose against States in a tight match, and you think say States have respect for you after that, or them know say them can't take it lightly?
No, man. That game, even though we lost it, we gain a lot of respect, a lot of admirers in terms of the cricket.
Yeah.
States was a big team. I don't know that every year States was a big team. From the days of McLeod, come all the way up.
Long time, man, because even we never played the Sparling Cup finals the year. Them they have Delroy Morgan play for them the year when we win.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think there was an outbreak of dengue fever or something like that. Or pink eye, I forget which one. So no Sparling Cup finals they ever play. But Sets are a big team, man. Big team, and it's like they might come, you know, but I just say no, by that time they know Marston, by the time we win, and that Sets match to me, you know, it's like it's cement in terms of say the status of we have in terms of a competitive school, you know. Because
definitely. We only pass school play against States and get swept away.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And we were never embarrassed at all when it comes to the big game, man. After we win, we get embarrassed. I'm saying 77 Colts finals and then 80 Sunlight finals was embarrassed again. But after we win, now 82. The mentality, it's a mentality doing a master. It's a mindset shift, you know. It's
a shift. Yep, it's a shift in mindset. Yeah.
It's like a glass ceiling broke out of me that says, boy, we can't do this. Yep. It's like the man will come and only come on and say, well, our team is doing a 82 and I say, but we can't do this. We can't beat up them. No matter, no brand name school can come and say, boy. And I just say, no, it's like, Because when we just come in and look, man, free to wear them up a little, and them tie and all them things, And then after we start with man, and you're proud of your school,
Yeah. Fun as you mentioned, that one of the things that still stands out that I remember vividly from high school and has nothing to do with cricket. I think 1 year we played case in a man cup, we beat them 1-0, and I think Dragon scored.
78. Hitchcock can't tell you what.
Yeah. And we can tell you.
Ever even time score.
Proud of me, you couldn't find a walk round. Many beat case in a man cup.
Today, me and Benny are talking about a match and we forgot to have some of the man. I like it, some of the money from that team. Well, Hitchcock is a part of that team there. But I like it. Because some of this is not about us, the man them alone, or even about the football, the cricketers them alone. I'm going to talk to footballers. I want to talk to girl about it. But that match I talk about, you go ahead for it.
Because, when we walk in a school today, when we walk a school, come in a school, the man after the game,
The
girl, every mother girl that tell us lucky, Everything else vex me was fun again. Fun keep outside devotion. And the devotion lasted about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, because I big up a big grow, because beating up KC.
Yeah, because nobody our first match of the season, And we beat KC 1-0. So when you come back and when you look for there was a Daily News. I remember Daily News them time there.
Yeah, man.
And the Daily News, a big headline in the Daily News, upset.
Stone KC, yeah.
Come on, 1-0.
Got them not think say we can beat them. Because KC a big team. Who are play for the KC team them time?
Just we on the team and the coach believe we could have win the game. Because the coach himself tell me say we can win the game.
Who are coach? Everyone said that coach at the time?
Everyone different.
Yeah.
Because him tell we say, it's a good match to play KC. It's the first match. And again measure where we are in terms of how far we can reach. So it's a good thing to get them at the first match. So we just go there and comfortable and play.
So that's your first Yeah, go ahead, Freddie, sorry.
So tell my defender, say, listen, once we keep them out of the box, we are right, because none now score. I mean, never play to get a goal. And that was it.
So that was the first Manning Cup match, Marston. That's it like I said, right, we can beat up. Because that's the first.
Yeah, I never went to the match,
So you never won the match? Yes,
but just the excitement the morning after at school. No, it was not the match. It's the excitement the morning after at school.
And full everybody on the tennis court,
Is that important? Is that important point I bring up this in a Marston? How a sports team can galvanize a whole school to motivate them to say, yeah, if we can beat up that school, we can do better than what we are doing. Because
of course, yeah.
Because they could even win Manning Cup there, but the mere fact is it's a psychological victory that's enough to beat up KC.
Yeah.
Out of all of the school, them two schools, we take special pride in beating up them school,
We get three top schools in a back to back,
Yeah.
Because we draw with Calabar the following game, 0-0. And we beat Georges 2-0 the third game. Stadium. So we're leading down after 3 games.
No man, that was so
yes, so that was
sorry, go ahead, Marston, sorry.
You keep calling me mine. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah. No, Marston. You mind up a mile from the last one, yeah. The question is, hear me now, so the 8-5 now, we get dropped from the team in the Sunlight, in the Topping Cup finals. And you learn that last year, 6-1.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And I guess that is what made it hurt so much, because there was no next year to come back to.
Yeah, and there was, I hear you.
That don't feel the day. That don't make a difference to the day. You still master.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah, so the year after now, you never come back at school. You come back at school. Because, let me ask the question this way. When you start play, you play, because the used to do this the whole heap, We play Minor Cup, we play Evelyn Cup. You play another match, and there's another cup. You play another match, like every Saturday.
Yeah, man.
We play.
We used to play Evelyn Cup with like Errol Milan, the name.
Yeah, man, Errol. Yeah.
And I'm Uncle Ballet, man, in here, Roper, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to tell you, a Roper when we used to have Evelyn Cup training, because I say initially when we started, it wasn't really a ball beat then, it was a grass then. And then we used to have this training, and then this roper brother used to run up and give you some nice half volley for your drive.
Yeah, man, yes.
So we start beating there, because I said this driving thing, you know, just deflect and turn here and that side here. You can put your foot to the pitcher and drive leather. And so now me start to lick man over, straight back over them, you know.
Yeah. Confidence grow, yes.
Yeah, confidence to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play Evelyn Cup with the rope and Miller. We used to work on cable a while.
Yeah, man, I used to Batman and
Yeah.
Eh?
Like 2 years ago, you know.
Yeah, man, I did see that information. Mera's good friend, man, even after...
You know, one good thing about that, when we used to do with that cricket thing, some staff members used to play. I used to make a big difference in terms of how the whole development, you know?
Yeah, man, because Becky used to play some of the matches, though, yeah.
I know, Israel, remember Israel?
Is that who?
Israel.
Yeah, I remember the name, Freddie. He used to batter.
Yeah.
Not Highlier, with the street in front of the school there, Ranwick.
Yeah, Ranwick Drive, yeah.
Yeah, and he used to come up and play. He used to play to good batsman.
Yeah, man, remember the name of that talk, man. Yes. You just say something, Marston. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of my greatest memories about them cricket team that I met from the 82 all the way up to when we leave school, though, you know, was the banter up on the sideline between McGregor and Mr. Beckford, you know. And how them used to rag players, you know. I remember them used to call Reese the Sicilian and the slips, you know. I said, you just need to give me glasses, because if anything catching that, then you... the banter used to be terrible, man. We used to love the banter.
What name for that, you know? Man, should have a name for that, you know. We call it the union, you know, because I'm right.
The union, they used to call it. Union, yes.
I have to be part of the union, you know. You have to have a loud mouth. I have to have only a wit mouth, you know. And Diego and Do. I don't know if you remember Do, the scorer, the late, another stalwart do have to talk about one of them week, you know. And Diego and Do.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That was the biggest thing. A win per match. The union win, man.
It's real. Trust me.
Remember, Mr. Jennifer.
I'm Big Sam. Big Sam, yeah.
Christopher Father, right. Jennifer, Big Sam win. Would I take on, man, and would I say, boy, you can't, but...
Yeah, man. The union, man. When them get by your case, you know, man. You don't want to buy your case.
Yeah, man, and even one team, even the man them by one team, if you're around the union and take your hand, say, well, it's not like, say...
Of course, yeah.
Discriminating. So, our skin get tough, you know, because the union toughen up, you know, because we never take no prayers from nobody. We never take it easy for nobody, man. Nobody at all.
True. Yeah. So they played a vital role in that success of those teams. Because mental toughness was a hallmark of those 18th Meadowbrook team.
You can imagine.
And they had a lot. They had a lot to do with that.
You can imagine now, me I go school them days and a man call me jelly and I go complain. Say, oh, them a fat shame me. So, yo.
That's what I'm exactly today, right?
A man called me a name and say, yo, okay, me I go have a name for you before the match done. So, now big up yourself.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, man. The head, you have to use your head for the man. The union was a powerful thing, man. That to me was
definitely, man, yeah.
That was like where CLR came saw about in that book, Beyond the Boundary, where the support we get from Beyond the Boundary was so good, and enough match in that way, man. And it was
true, yeah.
It was more potent in a cricket match than a football match, you know, because the cricket match is a long-term thing, you know. You could have turned on a match by just a man amount of man, you know. A man will come on and start amount of man. I said, I'll take on some man, and I said, boy, you can't. Remember, at the time, remember this, you know. We play Dumptar, and I brother play for Dumptar. I forget your name, Freddie. And the man belly big, you know. And I said, man belly bigger than mine, you know. And the man said, Jacob said to the man, look how the man turn out big. And them time alligator to kill a youth or whole up. And Jacob said, if you got him trouble, you might see little boy night.
You know, the brand new Hodges.
Yes, you remember what I'm talking about.
But remember,
The dread used to play for Dumptar, right?
Yeah, man, Dread used to play for Dumptar, man. Am I right, Miller? Yes. Originally, they used to play for Dumptar, man.
I did school around between the wicket, and him just couldn't get to the ball. So the dread always tell me, artists, the player from Dumptar, man, the one ball.
Yeah.
And they tell me, don't out him.
But, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I found? You know what I found out a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
There's this guy who works at my place in Peterborough. And I found out a couple years ago that the Dread used to coach him at St. Jacob. I never know that the Dread used to coach at St. Jacob.
Yeah, man.
The Dread win Sunlight with 3 different teams.
The Dread have the goal and touch in Marston.
Sorry, him win Sunlight with 2 teams and Headley Cup with 1 team.
Yeah, if they're Rossies. With the spinner name, you used to play for Rossies. When name again?
Everton coach and Errol Wilson.
Yes, used to play for Jamaica. And then
That's what Dread on. Come on, little boy, I grew up. Errol Wilson used to play for Jamaica. I used to listen to Shell Sheila, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then the Dread leave on with Diego and then win with
Gregor Brown team. Yeah. Yeah, man. The Dread have the goal and touch, Marston. The Dread have the goal and touch, man. It's like anywhere him go, it's like him know if I put a team and a system and a program together. Well, man, but very few other coaches have that touch, man. Very few other coaches. So when you leave now, 8 to 5, now you graduate, now you win 1 Sunlight and not one tapping cup, although you never feel safe because you get benched from the team. I say,
Yeah. So I ended up with 2 Sunlight and a tapping cup.
Yeah. Because you win the first one, the 82 team. Right. And then now, 86 now. No.
That are the Reese and Ibangs and Minot when they're in the prime.
Yeah, the time the Reese mature and the Banks a big time top order batsman, you know. Because him come as and then,
him come as a left arm after that spinner and then he blossom into a top bat.
Top order, and the man is trying enough batsman by 86, man. The man. So you never play no competitive football after Colts or after under 14?
No. Pretty much after, remember 1 year, I decided to say, all right, I'm going to try for the Manning Cup side. I think Dread coach Manning Cup side the year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure for training one day, Dread said, Skipper, you're not playing any football. Him said, my son, that captain is not playing any football. So that was that. So apart from Interfarm and house football, we never really played competitive football after that. Apart from that first one, All-Star.
If the son tell us say I have to sit up on the bench, when I come things they can't go play us.
So never think they're good enough.
Yeah. So you think the Dread like football more than cricket or cricket more than football?
You see, the Dread now, he know every game, all the games. But I think he prefer cricket.
How are you think, Marston?
Yeah, I think him first love is cricket.
So 86 now, when that team they take over now, you don't remember not that team because I know they are school, you don't follow the cricket no more. I never played.
Yeah, because me left school now and life take over.
Yeah, life take over.
And at that point in time now, you know, me grew up in a relatively poor family, so my parents have the money to send me go university. So yes, so my fair work now and I pay my way to go to school out by UTech at night time. So work a day, go school at night. So that time now I really have no time now to come watch Meadowbrook play.
You know,
follow it in the news and stuff, but couldn't find the time for you to come watch a game.
Come watch a match. Right. I know the middle when life take over where you come from certain background. You have to deal with life first.
You have to deal with life first, yeah.
As I realize, I know, family, I know, and it's like a long time I look up a cricket bat, from the left Jamaica. Freddie get a chance to umpire now and then, and he used to play at a wet name there, Jersey. He said, used to say, TC, I play up in a Jersey. I don't have TC.
No, TC played on my league. TC was on a top bowler in a Jersey. Even though sometimes people still talk about him.
So, Marston, for any school, you take up the cricket bat or nothing?
Yeah, man, because after I left school, my first job was at Alico at the time, American Life Insurance Company. And we had a cricket team there because there was an insurance league. So, yeah, man, so we used to beat ball still in the insurance league, yeah. But after a while, that league kind of disbanded. So, good while never really play any competitive cricket. And then when I came here, like about 6 years ago, because I work with a rider, right? And we have a lot of IT contractors from India and Pakistan, and especially in South Florida, they have a lot of those Indians and Pakistanis. So there's a corporate league with a lot of the companies now have this cricket league. So like about 5 years, 6 years ago, I was playing some cricket. Was at opening bats, and never do too badly. Make some runs. Make about 80 in one game in a quick time and another 40. And as a matter of fact, I was opening bats. And from me leave school, I put on the spin thing. I went back to, because I didn't tell when I just come my first time was a medium pacer, and they just convert me into a left arm after that spinner. So after me leave school, I go back to bowling medium pace. So probably about 5 years ago was the last time I really playing competitive cricket.
So, let me ask you something. Yeah, go ahead, finish. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm going to ask you, you and Ted Greg go to school together?
Yeah, man. So, Ted Greg, so I'm going to joke with Ted Greg now. You see, after we win the Sunlight Cup. Donovan Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, so after we win the Sunlight Cup in 84 now, Ted Greg, Sir T, was at Savannah Park. And the kids, Sir T and Marcus Minor Park while about Tigger was here. So of course, we dress him down, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember for the report in my school, but with the discipline him, kind that's Minor Park and Marcus people while about Tigger was here. I don't know if you remember, but I remember distinctly because Tigger and Marcus while about Tigger was here.
Yeah.
So he came. I think he came a year after me. So he probably came like 79 with mine at them.
Like mine, right. He might remind me the last time I come to Jamaica. I'm not like him because when we win 82, and this is one of the reasons why I'm glad we have this conversation. I'm not calling it a podcast. It's a conversation on memory lane. To talk about the mystery. Because we win, as I say, mine at 7 trophy, we get 2 Rhodes Scholar. 2 female Rhodes Scholar, I have to make sure I mention say when I leave with the girl them.
Yeah.
And in a 4 years man, and nobody not really know. And just like you say now, you never know so reach a quarter final like this 77. Enough things we don't know. If I say, and then when we take right now, they have a function for another team. And I would go down home, come never hear about it, come never live a foreigner, and for some reason I never hear about it. And take Greg present me with a plaque. I'm respect.
Yeah, I have one too, and he give me one for Eddie live less than 10 minutes on the road from me, and over 3 years now, 4 years, Eddie will come for black.
Fine, Eddie. yeah, we'll
because I have too much time, every time I come, I know Eddie can go. Eddie live about 10 minutes from me, and I know Eddie can go for black.
Yeah. You work to your double at the hospital, man.
Yeah. Because apart from them trophy Esther did give, I'm grateful for that. Big time. It is very like a memory of what we did in that period of mine. At 7 trophy in a 4 years, and Ted Greg say, I remember say the first year we captain the team, 81. And at the only time Marston, me ever make close to 100. I remember make 100 and so like match. I make 88 in the match. We play camper down. And I remind me, Sarah to Jelly, he put on some at the first time. I don't remember that match of mine at 81 we play camper down, the first match of the year. To the season and make by the time I reach 15 at 12-4 million, I know most of them I go. Some late cut, Some late cut out of the keeper gloves. Don't come but up a Meadowbrook I touch the ball and gone on you know it's a 4 now. The man from the goal and touch it down there, so you know it's a 4 on that, especially
once it turned down the slope.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that match, man. Remember that one as a little boy, I mess it, right?
Yeah, Tegra didn't love the cricket though, and didn't love him. He used to follow everywhere we go.
Yeah, man, he was one of them like supporter. Like I say, he was an honorary cricketer. You have to give him honor. strike because
Yep.
every match him I follow you.
How young was Tegger again? 'Cause I think him play coach and me coach a coach team, you know.
Well,
Yeah, man, I think
Yeah,
he would make a couple squad player.
Him play
But I
coach
think
team. I think him open a couple of games and coach team with minor.
I think he did play a few games with Meadowbrook, but he wasn't a regular player. But yeah, I know he was part of a couple of squads, I think.
yeah, man, but he would have been part of the union and follow up with all of the match, man, and learn off of the same.
Yep.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, let me ask you.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, you remember? It might have been that 84 team too, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been the 85 team, but I think we went to Clarendon College to play. Was it Clarendon College? No, not Clarendon College. I said, where they go? Summer coach. I think it might have been St. Elizabeth where they go play a practice game.
The van broke down?
And the van dropped down, they come back up a William Seal, and there's a cold in a man.
I said, man, remember, man, they were that all up on the jack room, man. Cheddar that all that.
Come on, the place out of the night to rot.
I remember that, man. I remember that match, man.
That's a way when we get the Magnum.
Yeah, they just bring them back to Magnum. Yeah. It was a pre-season match, Marston.
Yeah, man, it was a pre-season match, yeah.
Like a practice match, we could play it on a state and then would have played on an alcohol, would have played. The match it played, it wash out or something. The pitch it wet.
It is started, everything about it never finished.
You did the match, Yeah, you remember the match, man. I mean, that.
And when we reach Williamsfield, I never forget Williamsfield. When we reach Williamsfield, the bus broke down.
I come back home, I was asleep.
I come back home, I was asleep there.
Some police never come, some police come, don't they?
Coolest place in Jamaica, we went after jump asleep, honestly. I remember that, man. I remember that.
That was something else. Trust me. All for the love of the game.
Yeah, man.
And them time that, those time like, no, we have cell phone, could I call the parents and say, boy, everything all right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
No, you talk about that. So when you're reaching the night now, what parents would have said to you, or the next man? Because next man will reach home.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe I have to just tell them what happened, you know?
Yeah, the boss.
Yeah, boss brought down.
And the man not think say nothing to nobody, you know. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Man not think say
Yep.
to nobody at all. Nobody. So let me ask you, because I'm telling man, I'm going to take a poll, you know, because it's a man say, I have to bring this up every time, you know, because one of the slowest 100-meter race ever run a Meadowbrook, you know, with me and P. Brown, you know. And P. Brown both say, I beat me. I say, I'm going to run a poll, you know, because I want to know who in the race.
I'm spin a P. Brown.
You remember me sprint, 100-meter sprint, and me I run race P. Brown. P. Brown at first or second fan. And so I know it's P. Brown slow, and as slow as I was, I know I could have eat him food. I could have beat him. You remember the race? You don't remember the race, huh?
P. Brown dead slow if he make you beat him to right.
Yeah, but guess what now? Then when I Jamaica in 2016, you know, and for you say, I bring up the argument, and I say, yeah man, we're going to run a rematch, you know. We could meet at Melbourne, but the only things that we're going to run at the cricket pitch, we're going to run, you know, and I run fast and that, and people are chicken out for my man. So anytime we're ready again, we're ready for take him on. Because yeah, man, but you know, people on the floor of the master, I know where you're talking.
Yeah, man, definitely, yeah.
People on up them tall. And I don't know if I'm getting no faster because it become a top task cricketer, win Willie Batting for JDF and all them things there. If me get any faster in terms of running.
I don't know, put that up on weight now.
Yeah, I'm put on a whole heap of weight now.
I know when I coach the Pepsi, the under 14 team, people used to open the ball and bowl right through the game, you know. Man, because we never have nobody for both. Send us ball fast, a little bit, and then come ball spin right through the game.
Yeah. All right, so now, Master, I'm going to go through this area now because I was at for 2 hours now, and we're just. The best batsman ever say, I'm Meadowbrook.
Why? Honestly,
Eh?
but I have to say Chris Cheddar.
Yeah. I see him think mine had said so, yeah. And the best fast bowler.
You never really see a lot of Glen, right?
That a cracking,
The crack.
yeah.
Yeah, I never see a lot of him. So for me, in terms of who me see, who me play with, would have to say the Goose.
Goose, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Goose.
He was exceptionally fast, but him had that dangerous bounce and him could have moved the ball.
Yeah, man, the Stanford Brown himself. Yeah. Best spinner.
Best spinner, let me see. I'd probably have to say, based on the fact that he eventually went on to represent Jamaica and all of that, but I have to say Kirkton.
Yeah. I never have
The
no
Banks.
I never have no sense before I go play for Jamaica. Kirkton the Banks. So if we get picked for Jamaica as a bowler more than a batsman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, so that's true because you know when him get called for Jamaica, I mean, make some runs to Cup, you know. So I think them pick him more as a bowling all rounder.
Yeah.
Because that time make some good runs in a senior cup.
Yeah, man, he's making a senior cup.
Yeah, I never have no like I'm never have no follow the cricket so much afterwards. Best wicket keeper Marston.
Best wicket keeper. Freddie used to keep wicket, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, but in terms of who me play with, man, I forget to the pig star.
Piggy, yeah.
Piggy.
Sure. I would like to Piggy as the best wicket keeper.
Batsman.
Not only in a year time, but my time. We never have no wicket keeper either, but yeah. Piggy.
Yeah, man. Piggy was like a Jeffrey Durant behind the stomach, man. I take some amazing catch. Remember?
Yeah.
Somebody catch him and take the finals when he get to that camera and it's like him take.
And the good thing that we usually have good spinners. That's keep good to spinners.
Yeah.
And Piggy was a man with a more the batsman and behind the wicket, man. Like,
Yes.
you remember that Master? Yeah. Yeah, man. But before we go, I may ask you that question, Master. Final question, because we say a 2 hour, almost 2 hour, a little less than. After we go through all of this now, it's like me I say, your most memorable memory from Meadowbrook, I know if about just the sport alone, it's like you say, if you're Meadowbrook fair, you choose Meadowbrook, you love Meadowbrook because you choose it. That's something I look upon it and you say, your most memorable memory of Meadowbrook.
Honestly, it would have to be winning that 82 Sunlight.
Even more than 84?
Yeah, because, 82, I was captain all that, but I was part of the second acting, so to speak, but 82 was the first, as was history making. So I'd have to say that 82 winning that 82 Sunlight Cup.
Yeah, that's exactly where the Piggy Williams used me after win the day, the history makers. Yeah. That's a significant thing because after that, the whole heap of things go on for the school. Because as we realize,
again, as I said earlier, that was like the glass ceiling that we finally shattered.
Because them with that trophy,
and then prove that it could be done. And once one person do it, it's like the before Roger Bannister ran a mile under 4 minutes, right? 4 minutes was like something impossible. And then once one person did it, then after that, hey, it can be done. So that was to me was history making, and that was really the start of
Yeah, that was the significance. You're right about that. You're right about that, Master. That was the significance of that victory. Like after that, we feel not even feel, we went on to realize we can do it.
Yeah, we realized that the Casey and the Calabar are no better than we, they're no more talented than we.
Right, that's just a name. It's just a name. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It did make. That's a big difference in terms of and after we look back on it and say, because we didn't know easy, because after all these years now, well, this year are 40 years since 1982, I say, it's like Meadowbrook, no, after that era, the Marston, very little for talk about in terms of say success in a schoolboy sports. I may say.
Yeah, because in couple years ago they were playing Sunlight and now they are playing like the second division of Sunlight or something like that.
Yeah,
A couple of years back.
Me hear that, Freddie. When me hear that, when we go down the Marston, me hear him talk about them. Me about their Sunlight and me go watch the match. Come on, watch look at the match. And me I say, I don't know finals this or nothing. It's like you look on and then you say, yeah man, a Division 2. And me I say, what is?
Yeah, but then, you know, enough to go back. Them gone back to the regular thing now.
Yeah, them come to that Division 2 thing.
Because yeah, a lot of school. Yeah, because not team playing now, so you don't have enough to play.
What the
two divisions.
What the team and cricket?
People stop playing and teams don't play cricket no more.
What do you mean? So
people don't play cricket anymore?
Yeah, a lot of schools don't play cricket no more because it get too expensive for some school manager and some of the players them don't have enough players too because even when me coach JC cricket like you know 2007 about then is something I have like I would have like maybe 25 players all teams combined. But I don't play cricket no more.
I never know that Freddie, so I never know so the cricket gone back down.
I'm gone back to one division, one so like
no, but I name
okay.
Name that name. When I hear that if the schoolboy have been a cricket, where the new players might come from. If less school play cricket then.
Yeah, but you see that you can see that reflect all the way up to the quality of the West Indies team. Because remember, schoolboy cricket are the grassroots are the building blocks of the West Indies team. You know? So the fact that less team and less people are play, you can see it right, the chain reaction right up the ladder to the senior West Indies team. Can you imagine some of the talent that came out of our time who could even get in the Jamaica team, could have walked in this West Indies team?
With ease. The talent pool does deteriorate so much in the last. And that's all about West Indies cricket, is not like Jamaica cricket alone. It's like it can show.
Some years ago, Tarrant make it to the semi-final. And the game was called off. Why? Tarrant come in inappropriate gears. Black shoes and all kind of different thing.
I never know somebody get Freddie. So them reach the finals this year, the semi-finals.
Semi-final.
I never come with a black. You never know somebody get
black shoes and all kind of thing. So them so the match couldn't play. Yeah, man, serious thing. It happened too long ago. Was at JC, so it must be 2010 or 9.
And it can't have gotten a better at all since that. Never know somebody gone down to it. That is.
And so the school, we really take it serious now, usually just win. Like, Eltham win like 3-4 years straight.
Because it's not a competition. They wouldn't have the competition. If school not.
So Eltham does stand out because the person at Eltham have some interest. So
Well, at least we can say when we win Marston competitive.
It was good cricket.
Competitive, yeah.
Right throughout the region, as I say, we win at a time when West Indies cricket team was the most dominant team in the world. So like it's no say, and everybody want to play cricket. Everybody wants West Indies team, you know. You have visions and say, boy, you want to be like Viv Richards or a fast bowler or Mikey Wallen or whatever. The vision was there. So it's
definitely.
We win at a time, man. It's not a PR thing, man. We win at a time where it that's why I want to talk about. That's why I'm glad we're talking about them story and we put it out and a man listen it and a man can go back and listen it and over and this I say
you know what I think we like about Sunlight?
Yeah.
It's those days when we get the curry chicken and dumpling for lunch.
But that part, that you know, say, I just remind me about that time, Freddie reinforced, you know, that's part of the freedom program, but they already introduced, you know. And how that come about, you know.
Yeah, because honestly, Jelly, a lot of time, as me say again, as a people, a youngster who come out well-to-do family. A lot of time at sunlight feed me, cause a lot of time when my parents give me bus every come school, no lunch money there,
Yeah.
Yes. So that feeding program made a big difference in my life. Not just a cricket, but even in terms of my ability to learn. You can't learn from Uncle Belly,
No. So even just playing cricket alone is like it improve your education, because you know say I get a
exactly. Because you're being fed, and when you're being fed, then you're able to focus and learn.
A solid, no man. That program there, and Freddie can reinforce this. A lot of school adopted it, and the dread maybe was one of the first one to implement, and that's a feeding program for the players them. If I says your cricket, and there's I don't know, bun and cheese or no cocoa bread and patty, I get there's a solid meal and a good
at least 3 times a week, you know.
Yeah. Because all the year when we win the final, the whole week I like we camp out and we get a lunch every day. When I train, it's like, if you remember that in the master, the week when we go to the finals, you know, we play, it's like, I'm not sure what the dreaded condition of a train, you know, we training at Hitchcock, and we are training a way where I like a match, we train like a match we play, you know, we train from 10 o'clock in the morning to when match start to like 6 o'clock the evening, and we do that for 2 days, you know, because that's the training rhythm, because they prepare for the real match condition.
The match we're preparing for 5 years,
Yeah, man, exactly. Real match condition, and then, as I say now, Master, we go to food. We go to solid food, and I say, them, as I say, man, them thing never have been a vacuum, you know, because at the moment, it's a brother used to run the supermarket price right. They help out. We put things in place with the help of Jeremy.
Harold Supermarket.
Yeah. Harold, yes.
Right out of Harold Supermarket,
When did they again?
Oh, Harold was in both fast bowling too.
Father, they come out in the
No man, Harold used to own the supermarket and used to do the rice and the stuff for the feeding program.
How many mix? Which one supermarket did they again? Right up
out by Redders Road. Out of Purity, yes.
You know,
right up.
Me I mix it up with the man at price right, and a good thing we bring up this in a committee because the man at price right, like Harold Supermarket for True Master, and I remember that.
Harold's man out of Purity, supermarket right across the road from Purity Bakery.
Yeah, the dread and Jerry Bell Nevis.
Oh, it's inside a little terrace plaza or something like that?
Yeah, the same side the party, we know exactly that man. Right across the road from Purity at Master and I said Freddy. Yes.
Yeah.
The rice and the food and the chicken we I get to make sure. And the teacher when I cook make sure we get a good food feed and all with it. I never remember saying Master. Jerry for give me the detail on that, but when I get back to him, so yeah, I confirm of that. But yeah, you're right. No, you call the name, remember exactly how man or a supermarket, and he would have come at some of the match them. He would have come at some of the match them, but I did the match them. No, I remember him good to that. No, I remember exactly where at that man. Cheddar remind about him, but Cheddar don't remember his name, but they give me the man name now with the place. I remember that good there now. I remember that good. I remember that. Anyway, gentlemen, this is a good part. This is a good conversation. My name is stop calling the podcast because I don't want to intimidate nobody because I just talk where I talk, you know. We don't come here to embarrass somebody. We don't come here. We just keep it light and just keep the memories flowing and put it out there. I make man hear the story and then the people who want to come join them just come. And I make a know so them want to come and we just tell the story and I say, we reach out. We want to tell enough story.
And all our memory is not 100%. So, you know, if we give 50 or 6% of the story and another man about 10% and that 10%, eventually we get the entire story together.
But I'm more important, I think you remember 100% in it. Everybody remember different. Because what you remember, I got different than what me remember, you know. You follow me, I said to you, because it means a different thing to you. So you're right. It's like every story, I'm going to put the whole story. Once you get the whole heap of story out there, the full story will be told, because man, I got more details. But just like I tell them about Harold Supermarket, no, I never quite remember the man name. You follow me, I said to you, and the next man might know exactly what I set up and all of it. So yeah.
But be surprised, Master, I remember the steps thing because that's something that never leave my memory.
I remember that much, but me and man talk what I'm at, and I just say no. When we get,
I honestly totally forget that.
We need Dirk needs to come play that off spell.
I totally forget that did actually happen.
And we could have win the match, yeah.
Yeah.
Could have win the match. Yeah, could have win the match. But me appreciate this. 3 skippers.
Yeah, man.
Apart
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, definitely.
The conversation about 3 skippers will go down as one of the top one them in my mind because the three foundation man them my captain the team 82 and 84 there, so I have a conversation and we see how this go. We just go and put this out there and we just want people go and support the same way and then hope eventually we have some conversation with the girls them because them are part of the issue too. And
right.
the people them the teacher they want to have a conversation with everybody, not just the players them alone, with everybody, supporters, everybody. So we're gonna leave it from there because I'd say about 2 hours there talking now. So I appreciate Marston, you take the evening off to come talk to me and Freddie. So we'll take it from there and me put this out by Saturday, we'll put this out and we see the response we get and we see how it goes. So thank you, gentlemen, and have a good night. And
yeah, man. Enough blessings. Enough blessings.
Before you go, Master, send your number here.
Huh?
I don't have your number, so send it to me again.
Okay, no problem.
yeah, man. All right, bless, gentlemen.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah.
Brook and blue and green always, because that's this about, yeah.
Real, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. Yeah, man. Bless. Thanks for listening to Meadowbrook Memories. And remember to give us all the support and encouragement you can on whatever social media platform you are listening.